So good afternoon and welcome to this episode of Business Basics. My name is Lee Iben and I am the firm owner and also the head business coach for Action Coach Campus based right here in Johnson County. And joining us today is Brad Stork. Brad is the owner of Bachmeier Interiors in Coralville. Brad, welcome. We really appreciate you being here today.
Hey, thanks, Lee. I appreciate it.
Sure. So Brad, give us your background. Tell us about how you got involved with Bachmeier Interiors.
Family-owned business. We've been around since 1997. Ernie Bachmeier started the business after he was done in the restaurant industry. My mom, Kathy Bachmeier, ended up joining shortly thereafter the opening of the business, then followed by my brother, Scott. Basically, we started down at 904 Quarry Road, right where the ramp is for the Marriott. And City of Coralville came in and said, hey, we're going to build a new place called the Iowa River Landing, and we've decided to use your building as the headquarters. So they moved us out across from Tyson's.
Yeah, thank you. Right. But the location you're now is a great location, is it not?
Oh, definitely. With all the future construction that's going to be going on right behind our store, which is going to be both commercial and residential, it's going to be fantastic for us as far as placement. Can I say that when we first got out there? Probably not. We were kind of looking at it going, thanks for the space. But no, it's turned into what I think is going to be fantastic for our store in the future.
That's great. Now, just let's go back in time here. I remember when your mom and dad had the restaurant, and then that was flooded out, right? Wasn't that the flood of '93 or something, right?
Yep, that is correct.
Yeah, and then they decided to take a big switch and move from the restaurant business to the furniture business, right?
No, not furniture. It was straight from the restaurant, straight over to the flooring. Ernie had been in flooring back in the 60s originally.
Okay.
Now we were working with, and I have to remember the name of the furniture company that they were kind of working together to try and have both buildings that were out there, that C&S Furniture Gallery and Bachmeier's, and we were going to actually have the two stores connected, and that kind of fell through as things progressed.
Okay. But flooring is the big deal right now. Is that correct? Or what other products and services do you offer in addition to that?
In addition to both commercial and residential flooring, we also do commercial and residential blinds as well.
Oh, very good.
Etc.
Excellent. That's great. So do you concentrate on both equally, or is there one segment more commercial than residential, or how do you do that?
We have, so basically we're broken up into, we not only have residential, but we have builder clients. We also have commercial clients as well. Really, if I was to try and put a number on it, I'd say we're almost split 30% all across the board.
Okay.
We do probably a little heavier on the builder than we do actual commercial, but we get quite a bit of walk-in as well.
That's great. And I imagine let's look back. The local walk-ins is probably pretty strong. How far of a reach do you go in Iowa? We
try to keep it in about a 45-mile radius of our store. We have another Carpet One that's up in Marion, which is Carpet King Carpet One. And then over in Muscatine, there's Carriage House Carpet One. We try not to step on each other's toes as far as that goes. If we are going over there, we'll kind of let the other stores know what's going on and why we're over there and why these people came to us in particular. Usually it's because it was a recommendation from a family friend or something.
Right. In addition to selling the merchandise, you also do the installs as well?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
We have subcontractors that come in and they're not direct employees of ours, but most of them have been with us for the better part of a decade or more.
That's excellent. And that's a true testament to you guys as owners as well, that you can keep staff that long.
Yeah.
So how has COVID-19 really impacted your business?
Very interestingly, we were just got back from a trip on March 17th, and they were, as soon as we hit ground, we heard all the buzz. We heard some rumblings about it, but we were on vacation, so we were trying to have fun. All of a sudden we got back and it was instantaneously, we pretty much had to close the store down the very next week. And at that point, it was just my brother, Scott, and I going in every other day We have all of our staff members working from home. There was a couple that, I think we had 3 that didn't have access online with a laptop or anything. So we bought 3 extra laptops so that everybody could be working from home at the time. And Scott and I alternated in and out of the store every other day. We did all the measures and everything. We were open by appointment only. We've done everything from take steps to sanitizing the entire store. We have a little kiosk at the entry that stops people from coming all the way up to our reception desk that has everything from masks, gloves, touchless hand sanitizer sprayer, and basically all drop off and pick up of all samples so we can sanitize all the samples before they go back into the shelves and before they go out to our customers.
Wow. I mean, you've had to add on many additional steps just to stay compliant. Well, I mean, compliant, yes, but something that you want to do for your customers too. I mean, keep everybody safe.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
I was basically in healthcare when it was, when I was in the military for the past 18 years of the Iowa Army National Guard. And so I'm familiar with a lot of the procedures that had to be taken and everything. We also signed on with the Mask of Wellness. That's been a big kick through here in the Johnson County area and is actually starting to spread nationwide now, which has been great.
Right.
We're proud to be a part of them as well.
Yeah, that was Dr. Krupp, I believe, that started that whole movement for Mercy Hospital, and that's you're right. It's been a big movement, and it's great to see that progress as well.
Sure, yeah.
So tell me that the 1 or 2 things that you're doing now, we're hopefully going to start to emerge sooner than later from COVID-19. But what are the big pivot strategies you've taken?
I would like to say that I'm hoping that we're going to emerge from this sooner than later, but as you can see, I'm sitting at home right now. I'm self-quarantining because I had to take a test yesterday because of a contact that I had. So I'd like to say that I see this being over soon. Coming from a medical background in the military, I just don't.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we got months into this that we're going to have to keep an eye on everything. We have a pretty good strategy in place for being able to have all of our staff be able to work from home, and it worked pretty well. We were actually kind of shocked. We were way down at the very beginning of this whole thing, and ever since things have been opening up a little bit, we've actually caught up and we're ahead of where we were last year at this time. So we're kind of
really
shocked. Yeah. I think it's been great and I apologize for saying it this way, but you quarantine somebody in their house for 2-3 months and they start looking around and they start getting sick and tired of seeing what they're seeing. And it's time to make changes. So it's actually been uniquely interesting for us in that aspect.
You must know my wife, Brad.
You can set her on down.
That's right. Oh my goodness. Well, that is so true, though, and COVID-19 has definitely taught us all a lot about how to conduct business differently, and maybe in some regards more efficiently.
Yeah, I completely believe that, and not only have we been doing appointments as far as when customers are coming in, we still are offering walk-ins as far as that goes because we kind of loosened it up a little bit. But we still do by appointment, but we can also do Zoom meetings with customers. We have a gyroscope camera that we can take on the floor and actually walk the customers around through the store and just conduct meetings from while doing a Zoom meeting or doing a FaceTime or however you'd like to do it, and allow them to see all the products. We've updated how we do our samples as far as being able to just send the samples directly to the customers' homes. So they don't even have to stop into the store if they don't want to.
Now back up. You said a gyroscope camera. We're talking something other than an iPhone. Is that right?
Correct. It's actually a DJI, and I can't remember the name of it, but basically you can clip any phone into it and it turns it into a, what am I trying to say?
Like a Steadicam.
Yeah, it's a Steadicam. That's
exactly. Cool. Very cool. Yeah. So it's like they're there with you as you're walking them through the store and they'll say, no, go left, Brad. I saw something over there.
I
love that. So you've had a diverse background. You said you came from the military medical background, and now you're into floor coverings. How was that transition?
Well, actually, I was in the Iowa National Guard for all those 18 years I mentioned before. So I ended up joining the business actually on September 11th, 2001.
Really?
Yeah, you don't forget that day.
No, you
Um,
don't.
I actually started out on the installer side of it as an apprentice and did that through 2005. When I got deployed to Iraq the first time. When I came back, I took a sales position after that and worked as in our claims side of our business until 2010 when I deployed to Afghanistan. And then from then I got back and kind of took over as managerial position behind my brother until 2016 when we actually bought out the business on January 1st of 2016.
So tell me about that, because I know I have some clients who are interested in, acquiring mom and dad's business. How did that transition go for you guys?
Oh, it went fantastic.
Yeah.
Mom and Ernie have always been fantastic. Most people in the community have heard of them one way or another with everything that they have done. The most interesting part of it is trying to fill in their shoes. When you fall in behind a couple like that, it's like wearing clown shoes, and you have to figure out how to fill up 20 for size 21 basketball.
Right. Well, but you kind of grew up in the business, right? You've seen them actively involved with it, but as you were, getting older and trying to grapple with what it's like having, working late, maybe going on weekends, doing inventory, even running the broom, right? All that, right?
Oh yeah, I even had. I remember very specifically right before I deployed to Iraq, I got a call that Thanksgiving, that week of Thanksgiving, with my mom saying, "Hey, I really need somebody to go do this entire house of carpet, but it needs to be done on Thanksgiving Day." And so the whole family was having Thanksgiving, and I was installing carpet for the business at the time.
Right. Well, and those are the kinds of things that business owners do, right? We got to get the job done. We made the promise to our customers it would be done, and you know what? We're going to do it, right? And
Yep.
I have seen that time and time again with local business owners on the sacrifices that they make. Well, some would say sacrifices. Others would say that's just the way that we do business.
It's the way you have to do business. I mean, running a business is not just, I'm here from 9 to 5, I'm here from 8 to 5, whatever. You're taking calls, and especially now, the way things have been going, we've also added a lot of online lead management and everything like that. So we're getting calls and text messages and leads coming in, sometimes at 2 o'clock in the morning. And up until just recently, we've actually been personally responding to all of those. We now have a new system in place that actually will fire them off a message that says we'll be with you first thing in the morning, instead of waking up and saying, "What do you want at this time in the morning?"
That's good. Yeah, I've heard it said from a friend of mine who owns several businesses, and he said that you do your work from 9 to 5, but you work on your business from 5 to 9.
That's right.
That's the truth. Yeah. So interesting question. They say that people learn from their mistakes, but wise people learn from the mistakes of others. What are some of the things that you've learned from over the past several years that you could pass on to somebody else?
Oh, basically, you can never be involved enough in the community. That's the biggest thing that I've probably learned. I mean, I knew that Kathy and Ernie were involved in a lot of things, but as it is now, I think I'm on somewhere between 7 or 8 boards throughout the community, trying to help out with everything. And just being a part of the community is the biggest thing that I think you can possibly do to actually grow your business more than anything else. You can't just be a business that is self-sustaining and you're only there for yourself. You have to prove that you're a part of the community and you're willing to reach out and help those in need.
I agree. It's the same conversation we have with our kids, right? We want them to be well-rounded individuals. And the same holds true for us as business owners. We have to be well-rounded. We have to demonstrate that we're not all take, but we're really more give than take. Is that correct?
Yeah, and it's a big thing, and it's kind of it's not just a Bachmeier Carpet One thing. It's also a Carpet One in general. So Carpet One is the largest flooring co-op in the United States.
Okay.
We've got 1,000 stores worldwide, and actually the hat that I'm wearing is for Tunnel to Towers, which we build smart homes for catastrophically wounded veterans, 3 and 4 limbs, and Carpet One, as our side of it, we go in and do all the flooring and provide all the flooring for zero charge to the veteran.
That's amazing. So that is that like a franchise arrangement that you have with Carpet One?
Yeah, basically we're like I said, one of 1,000 stores. Carpet One is not just Carpet One. We're part of CCA Global, which is Carpet One, Flooring America, Pro Source, Design Floors. We're all under that giant umbrella. Carpet One is just the top tier of all of those. But interestingly enough, because of COVID, we always have our conventions, summer and winter conventions, and it's always separated out where nobody's all together. Well, this year, because of the COVID virus that's going around, they actually combined all 5 of our flooring entities through Carpet One to have one, or through CCA Global, to have one all-inclusive, all 5 entities at the same Zoom, am I trying to say Zoom convention, I guess, if you will.
Right.
And it was interesting to get feedback from our sister stores as far as what they're doing. And we've actually been able to build from that, because we've got now, instead of 1,000 stores, you're talking 2,500 stores.
Wow.
And it's amazing the amount of feedback that you get from these other stores. And, yes, there are sister stores, but if you got one of the same, like say there's a Flooring America in town, they're still your competitor. But this made it feel a whole lot more like we were actually one giant team that was all out for the same goal.
Right. Yeah, we have a similar situation where I'm at with Action Coach. It's a global company, and we are in 80 countries around the world. And that networking that we have now through Zoom is just it's priceless.
Yeah.
And the like you said, the knowledge that you can gain from somebody else who might be in Alabama or England or someplace, that's amazing, isn't it?
It's fantastic. It is.
Yeah, it sure makes us realize that we're not out there by ourselves, which is a good feeling.
Especially during these times. Yes, it is unprecedented when you've got such a huge global pandemic going on, and you can sit there and feel like you're this little bug on the middle of the earth, but you realize that you're connected to this giant colony, and everybody's working for the same thing, the betterment of all of us.
Exactly right. I love that. So Brad, I've got your email address. It's www.bachmeiercarpet1.com. Is that correct? And
Correct.
and you're inviting your customers. They can certainly shop online. Use the gyro camera, which is cool. I love that. Is there anything like a special offer, or anything you want me to add onto this, or is there something going on, a special?
Best thing that's going on right now is we are currently offering 18-month interest-free financing. It's been actually going on for the last couple months. Got some great synchrony financing going on, and it's currently going through the end of August right now.
Okay.
At the same time, we're running a store-wide sale that's anywhere from 15 to 30% off, and it just all different materials, whether it be LVP, LVT, luxury vinyl tile, luxury vinyl plank, which is the big thing in the industry right now, to carpet, tile, you name it. You can find great sales on any of that in the store right now.
Now, for a neophyte like myself, when you say luxury vinyl, it looks like wood. Is that what we're talking about? But it's vinyl?
Yep, LVT is luxury vinyl tile. LVP is luxury vinyl plank. Those
Okay.
are Blue Direct products. The big rage right now is WPC and rigid core products. They're floating products, much like the old laminate products that were all the rage, Pergo,
Yep.
if you will.
Yep. Right.
Now take Pergo and make it 100% waterproof, and you've got the future of flooring. In fact, every single member of our staff, including both Scott and I and Kathy and Ernie, have some form of these luxury vinyl products in their homes, because they're fire and forget.
Wow, that's great.
So straightforward. When you've got pets, when you've got kids, high activity level in your home with all of that, they're the best way to go. There's no doubt about it.
No oiling, no upkeep, no nothing, right? Put them in and be done.
Put them in. Like I tell people, my floor, and in fact, the area that I'm sitting in right now, the front corner of my house over here was ripped off by a microburst. I had water standing in my living room about an inch deep for the better part of 8 hours before it can get all sucked out. Not a single board was changed in this. In fact, they had to do all the baseboards and drywall, but the floor stayed where it was and not a thing changed with it.
Wow. Wow, that's impressive. All right, so tell me what's inspiring to you today.
Inspiring to me today. Ah, boy, you'll have to forgive me because inspiring to me today is trying to figure out how we inspire each other to come back together as a country.
Yeah.
Um, that's what I inspire for. I pray for it. It's something that we have to figure out how to get back on the right track with each other and all of us.
Amen to that. You're exactly right. We try to go through our day and say it doesn't bother us, but deep down it does. You know, we got to get there. I completely agree with you. All right, we're going to wrap this business basics up. This was Brad Stork with Bachmeier, Bachmeier Interiors out in Coralville. Brad, thank you for being here today. I really appreciate it. Don't go away. I'm going to stop our recording and I'm going to visit with you just for a second.